All right, and then if we go down this pathway, this very long, very long pathway, and why did I do this again? Hello and welcome back to our Planet Coaster 2 hard mode series. The series was inspired by the challenge mode in Planet Coaster 1. It started before we had the challenge mode in Planet Coaster 2. But we started with $0 in this park, and you can see we're clearly doing pretty well at this point, having some pretty heavily themed attractions. And you're looking at the most recent one, the Kraken, which we did in our last episode. Now, from the last episode, I did realize that I forgot to do a few things. And we added a little bit of lighting. You can see we've actually added a light right here that covers this mast. We added a couple lights to the front of this building, so we put some on the outside here just to give the area a little bit more pop. We also added a little light here onto this sign. And then we've added two lights that shine onto the Kraken sign. Um, so yeah, I think it looks a little bit better. We'll take a quick peek at that before we actually jump into today's stuff. Um, but yeah, you can see it just has a little bit more light, just kind of highlighting some of these features. Of course, there is some heavy white lighting from the pirate ship's uh, foundation, we'll say, which we just can't get rid of. But I think adding those lights, giving a little bit more focus to the sign, was a really good idea. Um, so let's go ahead. Let's get into today's episode. Uh, we'll back out of here a little bit. You can see we've got driftwood. Everyone is really they packed in here a little bit. We're still getting people walking into the line. So that's good. We're starting to balance out some people. I think there's still a lot of people coming in, or maybe they're almost on their way here. But you know, yeah, generally just the park is doing fantastic. Now we'll take a look through our heat maps here. Uh, Nearly everyone's in a good mood. We have a couple people that aren't necessarily happy, but uh, you know, that's on them. We've got some good rides here, so I don't know why. Maybe it's just because they're pickpocketed. That guy got busted. I can't believe I just saw that happen in with the heat map mode on. So that's funny. But entertainment, there's not a single person that is not entertained. So that is really good. Hunger, that is of course always an issue. But I think we're doing a pretty good job managing that. I do want to add a food stall in this episode. In the last episode, we added the Thirsty Frog over here, which is one of my first blueprint for Planet Coaster 2. Just a little drink stand. Thirst. I think we're doing really well with thirst. Wow, words. Of course, this area. Not a big fan of this area, but we're going to take a look at addressing some of that stuff today. Restroom. We have some people that need to use the restroom, but really not too bad. Some of these people just walked right by a restroom, so I don't know what's going on. These people just came out. Oh, and they're green now, so that's perfect. Nausea. We have no one that's sick. We don't really have any intense rides here. Oh, someone's about to go down the slide. Took them a long time to get going. Energy. Energy's looking pretty good. This is the ride that's probably the challenge for that. Apparently, the Iron Claw is an issue. Thought this one would be too, with how long this line is, but nope, that's not a problem. We do have some people getting tired here in Driftwood's queue, but I don't think that's too bad. They're about to get on, and that's gonna probably help them out quite a bit as well. Panic. Perfect. We're looking great there. Souvenirs. We certainly need to continue to address souvenirs. You can see we've got a lot of people here in our little souvenir shop that are looking around at stuff. So I think that's this is continuing to address some of those souvenir issues. And we'll have to add more souvenir stalls because we're making a ton of money on those. And then sunburn, we don't really have any sunburn issue. It is the fall or autumn season. It seems to have stopped with the sunburn issues. And with that, we're not making as much money, or we're not making any money with our guest services. So that's good for now. I'm pretty pleased with that. Our guest tolerances, yep, I don't see any issues with that. Panic's good for all the rides. Nausea, this is our big nausea ride that we have, and we clearly haven't had any issues with that. Ride height, of course, Driftwood being the only one that makes anything. Same with the ride speed. And then the queue, we actually have 2 that are not that good. And then we have 4 that are yellow, and then the teacup ride is really just not drawing anyone in anymore now that we've moved the pirate ship out of this area. So that's fine. G-forces, that's fine. Nothing too outrageous there. Staff morale, everyone seems to be pretty happy here. Don't see any issues. Maybe we have a little bit in this color green. Definitely in this area. But still pretty good. Staff pay, everyone's in the middle. So not upset about that. He's starting to get, some of these people are starting to get a little, we might need to start taking a look at paying some more. Maybe since we are making so much money, we will just start paying them more. We'll see what we want to do there. Staff breaks, that should all be fine. There shouldn't be any issues with that. Power. We were able to get the Kraken in here just close enough to this power distributor, so it might actually be in this one too. But we're looking pretty good there. We actually still don't have a power generator, so that is something we may need to look at here fairly soon. Water, we don't have to worry about that. Water cleanliness, nothing with that. Profits, the only thing not making money, the guest services. Oh, this. What is that? That's so delightful. Not really making money. And actually, is there someone there? There's someone there. So I don't know. I don't know why that's not making money. But then our bathrooms, those are not making money because we're not charging for that. And I just can't bring myself to do that. Our scenery score is, of course, superb. Cleanliness, that's really good. We've littered the park with trash cans. Probably way too many in this area, but that's fine. No big deal. Condition, everything's looking pretty good. The Toboggan de Chateau is getting a little worn out. So is the Iron Claw, and a little bit of the Swirly Pearl, but everything else looking quite good. No pool safety, security coverage. We have no security coverage in this area other than the security guards walking around. So that's certainly something we may need to look at. Pickpocketing. We know pickpocketing is an issue. This is just the same regardless of what I've done. So, I've kind of just stopped worrying about that at this point. And then vandalism, we are looking really, really good. So, yeah. So, I think looking we're looking great here. Um, we did seem to have made just enough of a queue here that it is not exceed. Whoa, hello, sign. That we're not coming out of the queue, which was my goal. And obviously have a little bit of overflow as well. I think that's pretty key. It also helps that this thing there's so many people that can get on it at one time that It is. It's just really good. So I really like that. But um, yeah, I think we need to take a look at adding in another food stall. I did want to edit this building here, and we'll probably cut out some of the decorations here. And I was thinking that a nice, let's see, where's it at? Not Viva La Vegan, not Pizza Pen, not Hot Dog Squad, but Haya Sushi. I think that would be a really fitting type of food stall for this area, and we would just use this shop. I think that would be very easy. We just cover up the counter and let it do its thing. And then we'd probably put like a food banner or something uh, in this area, and that would do the job. So, um, yeah, I think we are going to do that, and then I want to take a look at repositioning some of our rides. Obviously, the bulk of our park is now the pirate section. The pirate section is growing, and it's growing very quickly. And I think I want to keep that where it's at. Obviously, I want to keep the Toboggan de Chateau where it's at. The one ride that's kind of out of place at the moment is the Swirly Pearl. So I was going to take a look at potentially moving that and trying to get that out of this area so we can kind of make this like a little entrance to the pirate area. And then we of course we're going to continue to move these uh, at some point so that will kind of get incorporated in. It's going to be like a little bit of a main street. Probably not like the traditional main street with like all the buildings and things like that. I don't know if I want to do all that. And then of course we'll move. This actually might make its way into the pirate section because I have an idea for that ride. But I do think I want to steer away from pirate theme here for a couple episodes since we did two very heavy pirate themed builds. Um, and then again with the swirly pearl, moving that out, that'll give. I do want this to kind of be like an opening attraction for a underwater like sea aquarium type of part to the park. So I don't know how that would fit if it would work over in this area. I wouldn't be opposed to it, and I kind of wish I didn't put Driftwood and Kraken so close here because it would make a lot of sense for this to be something that you would like it would start with the underwater park and then you would go into like a pirate area afterwards. So I don't know, maybe what we do is we move the whole pirate part back. Uh, and that would just create like a really, really long and drawn out opening in between here. I don't like the idea of doing that, but it kind of will give us something else to work on, and then we can actually do some management with our staff and whatnot, and have different staff zones and whatnot. So maybe that is something we'll do. I'm not 100% certain. We are not going to do a major creative build other than the little restaurant that we're going to put in, and we'll probably do that first here, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do from there. So let's go ahead. We'll jump into that. Hopefully brief time lapse while we just create that, and we'll jump back here before we start moving things around, and maybe we'll move things around in real time. So I will see you once once this is all completed. Okay, so we made it through that short time lapse where we finished the Kraken Bites Haya Sushi stand. Very simple build, nothing too outrageous. I'm not so certain I want to keep this pirate awning there, but I think it's fine. And also, I reused this sign again. This is just it's the only one that was gonna even come remotely close to fitting, and I didn't want to have to make my own. So, we work with what we've got, and I think it looks fine. I think I'm gonna forget about it once I move away from it. See, I can't even see it already. But I was thinking about it a little bit more and how I wanted to change out the layout for this park, and I think we are going to do the tall task of shifting Driftwood and the Kraken and the pirate themed area over here. We're just going to pick it up and move it over here. And we're just going to go out. We're going to see how close we can get to this little pond feature. So we're actually going to delete um, these trees here because we're not going to need them, and it's going to impact our ride here. We're also going to flatten this out a little bit. We're going to do this all live because I don't think this is going to take too long. So you'll just kind of get to see a little bit of what it looks like in real time. We do have to be a little bit careful. We don't want to destroy anything here. Unfortunately, in this game, it does not cost you anything to do some terrain work. Um, so that is good. I think we're looking pretty good there. Now, this is going to be the hardest part. Is not selecting anything that's that we don't want to move. We do need rides and tracks on. So let's see what we can get. We know we don't need that. We're gonna have to adjust our um, whatever this is called here. I think that's got everything there. We need a little bit there. We'll just kind of keep going over this. Once we get through all of this, we'll unselect the boundary here. We did really good there. Actually, I'm thinking we did really, really good getting all of that. I do kind of like having these bushes, so I think we're gonna hold on to those. Just see, do we have anything else that we can throw on in there? Just, we don't want that. I think that's pretty good, actually. I think we did. I don't see that we got anything in there. Oh, there's something I missed. We're gonna find out real fast whether we're successful or not. So let's see what happens. Okay, we've got everything moved. We're gonna use the world axis here. I think we're really good here. Oh, and then I go ahead and do that. Oh, I didn't want to do that. That happens a lot, unfortunately. So let's see if we can just. This isn't gonna work now. Can I just shift? No, no. Okay. Oh, fortunately, it just goes straight back to what it was. That's good. Okay. Let's try this again. Um, we want to give ourselves a lot of space here. Obviously, we need to make sure that it's a spot that is going to work. Let's see. Actually, I think we're doing pretty good here. Yes, I am aware. I'm moving it, so everyone's unhappy. But I think we've got it. I think this is what we want. I think this is perfect for what we're looking for. It is really far away from everything else, so. Oh, all these people just gonna disappear. We missed one light. That was all. And I have no idea where that light was. It's gonna be in this area somewhere. So we'll just bring this over here. Maybe it's in this area. That should be fine. I'm not too concerned about that. All these people just still wandering about their own business. This is going to be a little bit of an annoyance. Yes, yes, I know. I know I'm making you angry. So let's see here. We can just kind of squeeze that in. Might need to. Actually, I don't even know if I don't think I did do that, did I? I didn't really rotate any of it, so this should just realign itself once we get that into the right spot. So that looks good. And then we're gonna have to build quite the path here. So let's go ahead and we'll just do that. There's not going to be any scenery on this path for a while, but I think we'll be all right. We also have to address power. That's going to be a huge thing. And then staff. We're going to have to readjust our staff and make a staff roster and things like that. So let's see. We need path first. We'll just copy it. Let's do this one because we want the curb and the railing for this portion. And we're not going to brush. We're going to do the line builder width. We want this to be fairly large. Let's just make it as large as we can. We will do a little bit of a curve. And you know what, I don't know what's going on with that piece there. Let's try it this way. Yeah, I don't hate that. I'm just gonna bring this out a little bit. I think that's fine. This we obviously need to reconnect there. We'll round this a little bit. And then we probably need to just take that and, oh my gosh. You know what? It's fine. This doesn't need to be perfect. It is going to look a little weird because of the way that I built it, but so that's good. We got a little bit of rounding in on this side. Yeah, I think that works. We'll have to move that out a little. Oh, we've got a weird little spot here. There we go. So that's pretty good there. Now let's address our scenery. So I feel like we can do, or not scenery, power. I feel like we can just get a nice power utility here. It's apparently too steep. That does not seem to make sense to me. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I selected the... Yeah, I selected the wrong building. Okay, let's try adding it here. There we go. Paths cannot cross, that's fine. This doesn't need to be right in here anyway. Paths cannot cross. This is going quite well. There we go. And it's completely hidden in there, so that is perfect. And then we're going to bring the longest distributor. And because of where we place that, we've gotten everything in one spot there. So these can now all open right back up. Okay, that's open. I don't. We might have to go into our shops here. Let's just make sure all that's open. That's good. All of our rides, they are open, so that's good. Facilities, good. Okay. There we go. Alright, that was not... Man, you'd never be able to do that in Planet Coaster 1. That would have been a full episode of me just trying to move everything. But thankfully, Planet Coaster 2, that multi-select tool is just insane. Now, I did forget, this probably got broken here a little bit as well. So we're going to need to throw in some of our sand in some of the areas just to kind of tidy some of these areas up a little bit. And then I wanted to say I use soil debris in this area. Just because, I don't know don't fully know why I chose to use a different one, but that should be good. We should start to see people coming through. Let's just double check that. Yeah, that's fine. This is a long walk to get out here, but that again, that gives us the opportunity to. Oh, that's something I didn't do the soil debris around the outside of this. So it gives us the opportunity to expand on the underwater deep sea area that Swirly Pearl would be a part of. And there's some rides in there that I have an idea for that we're going to need to, I'm going to want to put in at some point. So that'll be nice having the ability to do that without having to move the Swirly Pearl. I really like the positioning of the Swirly Pearl near the front there, so that's a big plus to be able to keep that where it is. Plus, I think there's also some ways that I can really incorporate that in to the rest of the park. So we'll just go ahead and we'll finish adding this dirt in here, just to kind of make it look a little bit more organic for what we have. And I think we've done just that. So that's looking good. Maybe a little more there. Maybe a little bit there. So that's looking good. I think we're done with that. All of the benches and whatnot that came along with it, which is fantastic. And yeah, now all these people, this is really going to spread out our park. So this might impact us financially because people won't be able to just go from ride to ride to ride. If they want to get something out here, they're going to have to walk over here. They might be able to bounce back and forth on these two. But if they decide they want to come back and do anything at the front of the park, they got to go through that whole winding walkway to get there. So definitely probably going to have some type of impact on us, but I think we will be just fine. We're making plenty of money. I think we were making plenty of money even with just these 5 attractions here. So yeah, I think it'll be fine. This also may be the most popular part of the park, so most of the people may end up being over here, which will be fine because it'll draw people away from the Monte Leone and the slide and the Iron Claw, which is apparently major, major time waster to get in line there. So now the next thing we're going to do, we got to finish putting our park boundary out here. Now obviously this is just going to be a fence through the wilderness for a little bit, out in the open. There's not much to it. It is just to keep the park closed in and keep people out. So I'm thinking this is going to be just fine. Doesn't need to be anything extravagant. And then we can probably just take this, duplicate this over. Of course, as we go through, this barrier will become more incorporated into the park. Kind of like how we have Driftwood and Kraken. They have like their own barrier here that we're using. So yeah, I think that'll eventually start to look a little bit nicer. Let's just take the last 2 here again and just throw it in there. Not too concerned about how that looks at the moment. So yeah, big open area for us to play with. Will it be time to get another coaster? It might. Um, this is going to be a lot of the underwater sea area that I want to build. And, we may be, depending on how much I want to build of that, we can probably do some more pirate stuff in the front here and not have this be like our entrance. So there's a few different options. I do want to get some type of tracked ride in this park at some point. Um, we do have. Oh, that's the shooting ride. We don't want that. That just came out. Um, the FD Vision wide log flume. I don't think we're ready for that. This wouldn't make sense in that area. This potentially could. Um, so maybe we'll take a look at that. This also potentially could, but um, I don't know. These track rides are a heavy, heavy, heavy experience for me to build. There's a lot that goes into a track ride, a lot of trigger effects. I don't think that would be just a one episode type of thing. Um, and again, I do want to put in at least one, maybe more, into this part. So that's something that we'll consider here in the future. I think we need to start working on some of our management stuff, though. Um, we're probably going to want to duplicate. We don't need the mechanic workshop, but we do want at least another staff building. And I don't think I'm gonna. Maybe I should go through the hassle of making it pirate themed, but at the same time, again, I don't really want. I don't really want to. Let's just see. There's a shack in here. That I'd love to use, but that doesn't have any walls, so I don't think we're gonna be using that. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna. I don't. Uh, Man, I'm starting to talk myself into it. We do also need a bathroom. We need a bathroom out here too, and if I'm gonna do it, I might as well make it pirate themed, right? That's the most logical solution. Um, I'm gonna end up doing it. I can see it already. But it's just not gonna be very. It's not gonna be the most exciting build. So maybe we'll just do a little jump cut. Do a little jump cut. See what I come up with for this. And no. I'm deciding against it. I've changed my mind again. We are going to just take our mechanic workshop here and our staff building. We're going to just bring these over here, rotate them around. This is a temporary building that we are going to make. Yes, I realize that there is no. Okay. All right. All right. Let's just go ahead. We're going to get rid of the staff building, and we are going to make this a restroom. So, again, this is all temporary. And the reason we're doing temporary here is I will incorporate these into one of our future builds for the pirate area. And it will fit the theme. So kind of like how we did this food stand over here. That's what we'll do with the bathroom and the staff building. So we're just going to take an existing building that we have, which obviously we can't do anything here actually. Now that I think about it, Now I'm thinking about it, we might be able to do the staff building in here. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see. We need to not be. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to move our thing that we just put here. This. Paths cannot cross. Where can we throw this? Can we? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just split this. As long as we're not sticking through the back. As long as we are not sticking through anything here. Yeah, we're good there. Alright, now. Let's go to here, staff. We don't want medium. We don't want that. We want small. I wonder if we just put this out here. We're going to split it. We're going to come in. We can actually then just angle it a little bit. We just need to be careful, make sure we don't expose it outside. I'd love to see. Okay, that's good. Alright, and then I actually think that it connected itself. Oh, oh, oh. Staff building. Can we? I'd love to get this more. Yeah, we're pretty far away from. Okay, that might be about as good as we're gonna get. Oh, we need to draw back just a little bit. We probably will want to get rid of that. Oh. Okay. So then I assume that just did not want to connect then, so we'll just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if the staff building's still in here. I don't think it is. No, it's not in here. Man, do I want to? I do want to try and get this though. Let's see if we can get this again. Just kind of sink that in there just a little bit. It takes away the little bit of pathing that we had there, like the fancy pathing. Let's see if we can get that in here. Merge, yes. Stamp, yes. Aha! Aha! There we go. We got our path back, too. Okay. Okay. There we go. Then that means that we can get rid of this completely. Ooh, we've lost power with that. So that's going to be an interesting issue that we're going to have to address. Now, we will put in, we are going to do temporary toilets. I'm not going to worry too much about that. You can see we've actually brought over. Oh, okay. I'm doing good today. I am doing real good. Oh my gosh. I just want to get rid of the power distributor. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure that we are going to have plenty of space here. So what is our issue with power? Oh, it's just the proximity of that. Okay. Okay, we can rectify this without having to build. Without having to readjust anything here. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. The power distributor. What building are you a part of? Select building, edit building. Where can I split? Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted. There are still quite a few quirks in this game, so it takes a little bit sometimes to figure it out. We are just gonna sink that right in there. I don't see anything sticking out. Just have to move a little bit more. I do not know. Let's just take this here. That's an easier solution than trying to move that thing again. So yeah, so that kind of fits there. I don't know. Whoa, don't want that. We don't want this staff building. All right, we got our temporary bathroom. We've got our generator, or not generator, power distributor. And then we've got, make sure this is still in here, a staff building with someone in it. And it's believable enough for me that they would go through that door. So yeah, so that I think works out really nicely. So we don't have to worry too much more about that. Now, we need to address what our work zones are going to be like. That is going to be a big portion of this day. So let's jump into that here quick. And I don't fully know what I'm doing here, but let's see. Staff zone. We need to create a staff zone. Of course, we can just kind of do this. I don't think I have to do the whole area, but I'm going to, just for me. There we go. And what kind of little symbol do we have? Feel like we should have a pirate skull or something, but it doesn't look like we do. So we have robot, a crown, mechanic, just people, a balloon, Viking axe, flower, sea. No, I think we're gonna have to just do like swamp. I'm calling it swamp. I don't know why, but I am. And then we're gonna make it duck blue. So that will be good. And then this will be called the pirate area, because we don't have a name for the pirate area yet. A lot of prestige, a lot of income. And boy, I like these things here. So we got 2 rides. We've got 1 restroom, 1 staff, 1 food shop, 1 drink shop, 2 souvenir shops, and then the photo kiosk, and then 1 security camera. So that is pretty good. Now, for how we're going to work our staff here, let's go down the list. So, this is going to be okay. So he is going to be in the pirate area just the entire time. That's where he's going to be. So we can pretty much just confirm that all the way through. All right, and same with Byron Mosley. All right, Pip Shot Juice, no. Hat's fantastic, no. Kraken Bites, yes. He's going to the pirate. Fly all day. So that's good. So delightful, no. Driftwood Photos, yep. You are also going to be in the pirate area. Fly all day, confirm that. Viva La Vegan. Pip Shot Juice, Pip Shot Juice. I thought we had a Pip Shot Juice somewhere up here. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, that's right, because of... Oh, yeah. We need to figure out which one this is and rename it. So this is the Thirsty Frog. Rename that. And you know what? Maybe we'll rename the other shops that we have here. So we have Kraken Bites, Thirsty Frog, Driftwood Gifts, Driftwood Photos. So we did do that already. So that's good. Okay. Let's get back into our staff here. So that's good. We need our vendors. Okay. So delightful. Where's our Thirsty Frog guy? He is also going to be in the pirate area. Okay. All right, so delightful. Driftwood photos, that's fine. Viva la vegan. Pip shot, that's not in the pirate. Guest services, not in the pirate. And then this guy is, I believe, our breaker. So we're gonna have to take a look at how we've organized these breaks here, because he is okay. So we've got all those. The So Delightful counter. That one's kind of out there. Viva la Vegan on break himself. He doesn't have a shop there. Hat's fantastic. And then the guest service shop. So I feel like we need to move the So Delightful counter break. So let's go out here. We're going to come back in, back way over here to our So Delightful counter. Okay, so there we go. So Viva la Vegan, So Delightful. Now we need to find our So Delightful person. Driftwood, So Delightful. Okay. Now he's going to take his break here. And then we will reassign them to So Delightful there. They may actually get 2 breaks now. Because we are a little bit into the day. Oh, I don't know who that is. We'll come back to you. Yeah, I didn't really look through all this all that good in the last episode because I was tired. All right, and then this one, where is our Kraken Bites? Where's Kraken Bites? Kraken Bites, okay. You are going to take a break there. Your work zone is going to be the pirate area. We have to adjust that. Then we have to come all the way over here to Kraken Bites and make sure that that's selected. And this one, you're going to be in the pirate area. And there we go. Okay. So that will get him into what he needs to do. These first 3, we're going to, we don't want to do it all day. Advanced settings, pirate, confirm. Advanced settings, pirate, confirm. This one should already be there. Pirate area, confirm. And then this one, he's going to not have anything to do for this. But it gives him the opportunity to make that long walk to get to where he needs to go. And then he has a break here where he doesn't have anything to do, so he can, it'll give him a chance to get to his next location area, and then he can start doing his own thing as he goes through all that. So that should work out a little bit better here. Now, I did want to go and try and give them an outfit for this area. So just to kind of fit in, not just have their usual attire on. Now, Tuan, he's the breaker. He's all over the place. So let's see. Can we customize their shot? Oh yeah, we can. Okay. All right. So he's just gonna get. We're just gonna give him green. We're not gonna do. I don't know where Tuan is. Is that Tuan? Oh, Tuan's over here. It's like, what the heck? So Twan's our breaker. His walkie-talkie, shorts, all that. I don't think that's all that important to change. Um, but I know I had a comment about this in one of the previous videos asking, in the last series that I did in Planet Coaster 1, I let people pick what, like, viewers, yourself, pick a job to get hired by the park, and then I would put your name in, give you the colors that you wanted to do. So I think we're going to do that again. So if you do have a job that you want to do as part of the park, you want to become hired, let me know in the comments section, and I'll get you hired. I'll let you pick one color, so basically shirt color, and then we'll get you in here, and I'll try and give you a little shout out in each of the videos if I can remember to do that each video, and we'll go from there. So yeah, so now I'm excited to do that. But let's go back in here. We're going to check on Bulin. Um, Now, I don't think there's a whole lot that we need to do here. Um, what color would be good here? Purple? I do kind of like purple. I like the purple. So we're gonna stick with purple for now. And we're gonna have to go back in here into every single one. And that's fine. It shouldn't take too long here because we don't have a whole lot. We gotta get Caleb. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna take a look at this tree while I do this. Boy, there's a lot of clicks in between these. He's in. He's already taken a break, so that's good. Pirates and Kevin. Kevin, you're also going to be purple. So now the only time that we'll have someone that's not in purple in one of our shops is when we have Twan, who is in green, out here uh, working on working in one of our shops. So that should just make them blend in a little bit better, than just having the red all over the place. And we'll have an idea of where they're walking if they're in the wrong area or something like that. And now that I'm thinking about it, the staff zone. Uh, I feel like we should make it purple, so then it's consistent, right? Um, what a brilliant idea. So yeah, so that's good for our vendors. Our entertainers. We don't have any entertainers. I think it's time to hire one. And pirate theme. I kind of feel like Bodhi is our go-to for this. Um, I don't think anyone else really makes sense for this. Um, Maybe Sandy Reef, but uh, yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Bodhi. So we'll get Bodhi in here. He's going to be the only one. And let's go in here to his staff schedule. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Advanced settings, pirate area, fly all day, and then that should be fine for him. So then he's just going to hang out over here until he has to go to his break, and then he'll go into that area. So, Bodhi, welcome to the team, Bodhi. Now let's go into what our next thing is: janitors. We do want one janitor here, um, to be in this area. Now, I kind of feel like it should be Debbie. And yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. So Debbie, you're going to be working in the pirate area. And I don't think I did that for the entire day. Maybe I did. Okay, I did. All right, and then our breaker here is going to be Kelly. I like having the breaker at the bottom. I think that makes a lot of sense. And let's see here. What we'll do is we're gonna give her a break here in the middle, and then actually let's do that break there. So we'll just go ahead and put her in the pirate area for the 3 time slots around where the person's taking a break. All right, and then Kelly, you've got green boots, the overalls. We're gonna give you green overalls. Green seems like it's going to be our breaker color. I don't know why. I just think that makes sense. Debbie is going to have the Liberty color. I think that makes sense. Boots probably want. Actually, we can probably do like a yellow or just a black. Yeah, kind of like the black on that, and then the yellow shirt I think is fine. So that will be good. That's not the right button. And then I think that's it for the janitors. We're not going to worry about Jonathan. You know, he's doing his own thing wherever he wants to do it at the moment. You know, we'll come back to him when we get to the next part. Mechanics. I don't know if we want to put. You know, we do. We do. We want to put one. We want to put one in our pirate themed area, and we did not click the right button. So we're doing good. I think we also want to hire another mechanic. So that's actually, let's see here. Where's our mechanics? Mechanic. Perfect. Drop them then. That's actually we're gonna do quite a bit here with our mechanics. So you can see we've got 2 people that have got research on them, and then Jillian Boyd is the new mechanic, not the new mechanic. Brittany Mock is the new mechanic. And she, let's just see here. Where can we do some research? Do we give it to her maybe in the middle? It's gonna be a long walk for her to get to the mechanic, or to the, maybe we do it at the end. Yeah, let's do research at the end. And then for our advanced settings, she'll be in the pirate area. We will apply this all day. And then we'll come in here. The overalls going to be purple, and then I kind of like the gloves as black. So there we go. And then the others, we don't really have a breaker per se. I guess we probably should, though, for the mechanic, just to make sure that area is covered. which we can do Kimberly. So if we came in here and we just said, okay, you're going to do the pirate area, you take your break in the pirate area, and then you're going to do the pirate area again, and then after that we can just let you be. I don't think we need you to be there again. And Kimberly, you are going to get the sea green treatment. And we're going to give you black gloves as well. So that should be pretty good there. All right. We don't have any lifeguards, so we don't have to worry about that. Our riot attendants. This is where we have some issues. So I don't believe we have anyone set. We do have someone set for the Kraken. I don't. Oh, you know what? I bet we hired someone. I bet we hired someone. Okay. I don't know what just happened there. Nathaniel is probably okay. We need to be loyal to this person. You are going to do. You're going to do the Kraken. All right. So that's Kareem. What did we just do? We just broke something. We just broke something. Hmm. Crystal, you're fired. Sorry. You were hired by mistake. And we're not looking to pay people we don't need to pay. Yeah, so I can't believe did that by mistake. Oh, you know what? It makes is it gonna make me do it for every single thing here? Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, and then this guy, I don't remember the name. There we go. Nathaniel. He's our breaker. Please tell me that's driftwood. It is not. So we need to make some adjustments here. So let's get our two people that are that. Oh, wait, Crystal, we just fired you. Yeah, you're not here. Kraken, any driftwood. Okay, so Preston. I didn't do this very well. Oh, someone was upset. It's probably Crystal. Sorry. The game hired you. You shouldn't have been hired. We overhired. Okay, so we need to get Preston into the pirate area. We've already taken care of his wardrobe. So that's good. Now, we're going to come back to that. We will put Nathaniel in the pirate area here. We know he's going to have to do the pirate area here too. That's going to throw things off there. And then pirate area here as well. And yeah, it doesn't matter for that last one. So he can just go wherever he wants there. And then Kareem, he's already set up for the pirate area. And he needs to have a purple outfit. So that's good for him. he's happy that he wasn't the one that got canned. So that's good. Now let's take a look here. We want to get our staff zone. So we have our 3 people here in the staff zone that we need to get. We need to just keep things organized here. So, so Preston, being Driftwood, you're going to take your break here, and you're going to be assigned to Driftwood for that area. Oh boy. Okay, so now you've gotten all that. Now, Nathaniel, you have the open slot up the front here. Swirly Pearl is what we are going to need to address here. So that's good. Now we don't need to do that, the staff zone thing here. We need to find a person with the Swirly Pearl. You are now going to take your break here. So I hope you didn't take your break yet. Probably gonna need a break. So sorry, sorry if you haven't taken a break. You might not get a break today. And then Nathaniel, you're going to come here. You don't have a work zone, but you are going to do the Swirly Pearl there. And then that should be good. Let's check out Nathaniel's wardrobe. He's going to get the sea green treatment. And that should be good for our ride attendants. They should now all be purple. This is closed. Oh no, we've got people that are stuck. Oh no. There we go. Not sure what happened there, but that's fine. Yeah, here he's getting there. He's getting there. And once they get there, that'll reopen and everything should be fine for that. And then the last portion of this is going to be our security guards. Now, this is going to be interesting because we have a lot of security guards, and we don't have any posts in the pirate area, but I do think we need to get one or two scheduled in that area just to keep things balanced out. So let's see. I'm kind of thinking Lila Clary and Leon Merchant. So let's just go ahead and we'll throw that in there. And we don't have breakers for security. So we just need to make sure that they don't have breaks on the same day. Oh, is he covering something? If he was, I screwed it up, but it's fine. Everything's fine. So we've got all of that set up now. Security, I kind of feel like should have the same outfit all the way through, and I kind of like the idea of they're going to have white. Not too concerned about shoes or the walkie-talkie, so let's go ahead and let's change all of our security guards to have a white shirt. Okay, we got all of our staff changed, like their shirt changed. We have the pirate area in here. We've got all of our staff in here. We've got this is running again, so people should be a little bit happier about that now. And yeah, I think we're looking pretty good for that. Now let's go back to our staff zones here. We're going to create a new one, and we're just going to pull this in here. Let's make a nice little square here. Okay. And this is the front of our park, so, maybe sea green. I should know what I've had here. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the puzzle piece is good here. I think that's good. Okay. So we're done with that. Now zone 2 is going to be, we'll just call it Main Street for now. It's obviously not a main street, um, but it does serve that purpose. And we're going to pretty much go through our staff here again. We're going to go through each one. And fortunately, it should be a lot quicker than what it was. So modular, thirsty frog, hat's fantastic. So we'll just go in here and we'll just say, okay, you're going to be Main Street, confirm that, and that's fine. All right, so there we go. Vendors complete. We don't have any entertainers that we're going to hire for the Main Street, although maybe we could. Maybe we should throw a Planet Coaster in there. Yeah, let's do it. Let's hire a King Coaster. I don't know why I said Planet Coaster. And his staff schedule is going to be very simple. Main Street. Apply all day. Confirm. There we go. So entertainers, we're good. Janitors, we've got Debbie working in the pirate area. We've got Jonathan. We need him to be in Main Street all day. And then Kelly is in the pirate area for the whole first part of the day, and actually the entire day, which we don't want that. Yeah, I think what we'll do here is we'll just change these to Main Street. Let's do this instead. All right, we're going to do no zone all day, so I'm just ruining everything that I did here. So then for 2 hours, she'll be in the pirate area. And then for 2 hours in the afternoon, she'll be in the Main Street area. Oh, I hope I didn't just override everything there. Nope. Okay. All right. So then that gives us a little bit of break, but then she's also going to be able to do the area in between because there is no themed area there yet. The mechanics, I don't think we're gonna. I think we're just gonna leave what we have here. Oh man, why is that pirate area? Why is there so much pirate area here? Pirate area, no. Oh, maybe just because I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I just did this and I don't know what I was thinking. Brittany is the focus of the pirate area. But we wanted her taking a break there. Okay, you know what? I think that's fine. I don't think we need to worry too much about that. Ride attendants. this we will need to adjust a little bit here. So Monteleone, the main street, fly all day. Crystal, you've been fired. Keep seeing you here. Donovan Britton in the Swirly Pearl. You're going to be all day. Giuseppe in the main street area. Confirm that. Kareem, you're in the pirate area. We know that. Nathaniel, you are all over the place here. So you're not going to. We're not going to all day you. We're just going to do yours manually here. Because all this should be taken care of here. Still has one more break slot available. Wait, see if the Iron Claw a couple times? No. Okay. And then after that, he switches, and then he's in the pirate area for the remainder of the day. So I think that's good. Verona, you can be at Main Street, fly all day. And Yvonne, you are also going to be Main Street. I didn't do it. Main Street, apply all day. And there we go. So ride attendants are done. Security guards. I don't know if I want to fully reassign people here. If they have a post, I think I'm just gonna leave them wherever that post is. I'm not gonna assign a zone. We will send Amelie to the main street all day. And then let's see if we have another one. Francis, I think you're going to be in the main street. So that gives us two guards in each area for the entire day. We have a couple roamers, and then we have our people at our posts. And I think that will work just fine for what we're doing here. Yeah, I think we're looking pretty good here all of a sudden. I think we've got all of our staff ironed out. We've got this long pathway over to our pirates themed area. The pirate themed area is hopping, so that's good. I think people are spread out more, so I'm hoping that our vandalism, or not vandalism, our pickpocket issue starts to calm down a little bit, even though there we go, we just caught another one. And yes, I understand Driftwood Gifts has a long line. We're not gonna be adding any more shops. We don't have any more space for that. So there's that. Let's take a look at what else we have here. Oh, it's all staff, and yeah, we're not gonna worry about any of that. But I think at this point we are just going to fast forward and get through the rest of the day. This has already been a pretty lengthy episode for just talking about some management features, and then you add in some very minute time lapse. So I think we're looking pretty good. But let's go ahead. We will fast forward to the end of the day, and we'll go through our end of day report and talk about what we're thinking about for next week. So I'll see you there. All right. So yeah, we've made it through the day. We are 1 minute before the day turns over. And I did notice some issues that we do have to address here. while we were running through the simulation. Now, there was a trash can right in this area that, for whatever reason, the janitors did not want to clean. So we deleted that. We also deleted one on the other side because there is a lot of trash cans in this area. But other than that, we were getting a lot of litter and pickpockets. I don't know if pickpockets were in this area, but we'll check that in a second. But we do have a lot of litter in this area, so we might have to address that. We'll worry about that in the next episode, because again, with having to add stuff in there, I think we'll naturally take care of that. But one thing that I do want to address this episode is I completely forgot to worry about the break for the person working the Thirsty Frog. So, wow, that is quite the difference in screen brightness. Sorry about that. But let's go ahead. We'll get our vendors. We'll go to our pirate area, and it is Caleb Atkinson. He is working the Thirsty Frog, and you can see he's on break here at the end, and our breaker Twan is working at the guest service shop. So we cannot do that. That doesn't work. So we're gonna go up here. Uh, it, Twan has one last open area that he can take the break or cover a break. So we'll take it. We'll go ahead and we'll sign Caleb back to the Thirsty Frog at this point, and we're gonna get Twan in here. We're gonna go make him pirate area, and then assign him to that. And that was it. That was the only issues that I really found, aside from the pickpockets and the litter and that trash can. So we're looking pretty good. And if we run through our heat maps here again, everyone's pretty happy except for people that are walking through some of the litter. Um, Entertainment's pretty good. People don't seem to have an issue with having to make this huge trek between attractions. Hunger, this area is a little bit starved for hunger. They only have the one Hayasushi that we just put in, and not everyone wants to eat at that. So that's something that we'll have to address here in a future episode. Thirst is kind of the same thing. Not everyone wants to have what's at the Thirsty Frog. Um, so we'll have to address that. Even though the worst people that are thirsty are near all of the drink stands. So I don't know what's going on with that. Restroom is just fine. There's no issues with that. Nausea, just fine. Energy, no one seems to be having an issue with the walking. Panic is perfect. And then souvenirs, that's drawn up here pretty quick as well. And then sunburn, we haven't had issues with that. Tolerances, panic, all that stuff. We've already kind of gone through this queue. We've actually brought this down to yellow, and that's because it doesn't have the scenery around it again, so that's fine. And this is actually green. So not a lot of people will want to get on the Kraken at the moment. I think the price was a little high, um, because of the dynamic pricing. So I think that kind of killed the line a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. We don't need to worry about that. And then Driftwood is doing its thing. Staff morale. Uh, the staff is happy. There's a couple people that aren't necessarily happy, but they're not. They're most likely people that were just hired. Everyone else is in this dark green now. So that's all looking good. Staff pay. I think that's. I know it's listed as yellow because I think it's just based off what we have it selected at. But people are happy with their pay. Staff breaks. Bodie didn't get a break because he was hired at the beginning of the day. Same with King Coaster, so they'll get a break tomorrow, and good luck with that. Power, that's all fine. We don't even need to look at the rest. Profit, obviously, we have some things that are not making a profit, but generally everything is, except for this So Delightful and the guest service building, for whatever reason. Score, That's the scenery score. It's good. My things needing cleaning. So you can see we've got a little bit of an area in the middle here, and then actually this isn't too bad anymore. So one of our janitors must be making their way through there. And then condition. This is all kind of what you would expect. Pool safety doesn't matter. Security coverage. We have 3 security guards out there right now. So that's working itself out. We may need to put some cameras in this area. Actually, I guess we have 2 security guards and then a camera. So we'll have to take a look at that. Pickpocketing. Yes. This pathway. Not great for pickpockets. There's not a lot of coverage. There's not a lot of security presence. So that is the place that is going to need to be addressed. You can see this is still from before we moved all this stuff. And then everywhere else, it's not too bad. We got a couple here and there, which I'm not too concerned about. And in vandalism, we're looking just fine. I don't see anything that's popping up. Oh, we got something over here. Someone destroyed this trash can. That's fine. We're not too concerned about that. One trash can out of all of them here. I think we're doing good. So let's go ahead. Let's jump into the rest of our management features. So we've issued $25,000, $25,500 in fines. Vandals, we've certainly gotten a few up here, and then pickpockets. We're actually doing pretty good in terms of getting everything set up here. I don't think we need to pay our $5 to repair that. I think our janitor will take care of that. And if they don't, we'll fix that in the next episode. Our rating did come down a little bit because the attraction prestige for the Iron Claw went down because of moving the scenery from Kraken away. So that's why that dropped, I think, 0.1. And then nothing else really changed. Park reputation actually came down a little bit to 4.7. I think that is because of the walk in between. So people aren't quite having as good of a time, but I don't think that's anything to be concerned about. Our guest experience summary, overall thoughts and assessment down to a 4.4, but that's fine. A lot of people upset with the cost of the rides, and then this, for whatever reason, just because of the big opening between the pirate area and the main street, so that's fine. But in terms of the rides, everyone really loves them when they actually do get on them. And if we look at our bar chart over here, you can see we've really brought down the souvenir issue. So that's looking really good. The thirst is still, it's under 10% for critical, so I think that's good. Entertainment, I can't believe there's some people that aren't entertained. Even though I didn't see any, maybe 1 or 2, but nothing too crazy. Hunger, the critical rate percentage is so small that it doesn't even put a number there, so that's fine. And then we move on to advertisement. We don't have any of that. Our attractions, our rides, these are looking pretty good. The Swirly Pearl certainly needs some maintenance, some love. Same with the Iron Claw. And then everything else is looking perfect. Making a lot of money here. Kraken made 23,000. Driftwood made 40,000. And that's with me essentially closing it for a brief period of time and moving it so far away so people had to walk through. So that's going to go up in the next couple days. We don't have any pools. Our shops, Kraken Bites. That is that made almost $7,000. So that's a very successful food shop that we made. Viva La Vegan, also very successful. So Delightful and the Thirsty Frog doing pretty well. Pepper Shot, all looking good. We didn't quite make as much in the Driftwood gifts, but again, that's, we took like a an hour of the day where people had to walk all the way down there. So that is going to bounce back tomorrow. Hat's fantastic, up $3,000. Driftwood photos uh, down a little bit, but again, that's the same thing that we just mentioned. Hot Dog Squad vending machine, I can't believe that made almost $11,000. Gulpy vending machine, that's 37. So that's all looking really good. Facilities, we know they're not making any money for us. I don't know which ones. Okay, so this is staff building, pirate area. We'll just leave it at pirate. That's fine. And then we want this one, main streets. Everything else, I'm not going to worry about the naming the toilet yet. We'll come back to that. Yeah, no utilities to worry about. Staff, everyone here is either yellow, green, light green, or dark green, and most people are dark green with just the fair pay for them. So that's fine. They're all looking good there. Let's make sure we don't have anything else there. Research, we got 7,609 research points. We are not going to get anything this episode. We will take a look in the future because I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I was taking a look at flat rides. I would love to get down here to get some of these, but that's a pretty hefty cost to get down there. So, we'll consider that here in a little bit. And then our finances, again, this today was just all about making money. We're at $183,000 total. We made $257,000 today. That's wild. 142,000 in ride tickets, food sales 27,000. Yeah, I mean, just look at these numbers. We did spend $132,000, but that's majority power, shop inventory, staff pay, things like that. So nothing too crazy. We did have some refunds today. That's the first time I think we've ever had refunds. I don't know why. I don't know what we did that we would have had refunds. So maybe something to keep an eye on in the next couple days, just to see what happens. But we did have a little bit of park construction because we, of course, added in the Kraken bites, but we did not take out any loans. So we're looking really good for the park here. We'll go ahead. We'll play it. We'll have our end of day report come here in a second. Oh, wow, perfect. So guest experience today, 4.78. So it did come down a little bit. The park reputation to 4.7. The park rating at 232. Average number of rides per adult at 423. And the number of rides per child at 3.99. So that, again, looks really good. We have, today was all management features. This is one of my favorite episodes to do. I really enjoy the management features of the game, and I hope you do too. If you did like it, please leave a like. If you saw something I could have done better, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to see some more awesome Planet Coaster 2 content, please subscribe to the channel. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.
Amulet!